What up, family? Welcome back to Let's Speak It Out Loud, guys. I'm your host, Goddess Candace, the Alicorn, and it's my honor and my pleasure to be here with you all today. All right? I pray that everyone is doing well today and moving through this life on your highest vibration. You know, I want to thank you, Universal Creator, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels, Ancestors, Galactical Beings, Light Workers, and Star Seeds for allowing me to be a vessel of wisdom, light, love, and knowledge. A vessel of upliftment to those who seek it. Okay? So, once again, I hope everybody's doing well today. I want to thank you all of you who are following me on this platform, and all of you who have donated to this platform. It is truly appreciated from the heart, and I want you guys to really know that. If you'd like to donate to this podcast, all the information will definitely be in the description below, okay? All right, y'all. So, you know, this is our series that we have going on right now, where we're working on chakras and talking about chakras. Now, remember, in the two previous podcasts, we talked about the root chakra, as well as we talked about the sacral chakra. You know, those two are just so very important to ascending to the crown chakra, you know, in these 7 steps. And these are what are very important in our life to center us, to ground us, to protect us from outside forces. This is the energy that God put into you. And God has given us a blueprint and a map of how to do things. But we're so wrapped up in religions that we don't understand the spirituality of it all. So that's what we're here to talk about today, y'all. We're going to talk about this 3rd chakra, which is your solar plexus. And if you don't know much about your solar plexus, the one thing I can tell you is this. That solar plexus is where all the spiritual beings meet, in that solar plexus. You know, they also call it the navel chakra. You know, that solar plexus, it's really located right in that middle of the navel. You know, it's around that area there. To be a little more specific about that solar plexus, it's basically how do I put this? Your solar plexus is really, it's located right in between the navel, up in that area, almost like the stomach area. You know, the 3rd chakra, the solar plexus, the color associated with it is yellow. You know, it regulates your pancreas, your stomach and your liver, your gallbladder, your small intestines, you know, your abdomen, your back, and it gets really specific, you know, in your vertebrae, your 12th vertebrae, you know, in your first lumbar vertebrae. It's really associated with inner peace, personal power, self-confidence, self-worth, self-acceptance, and trusting and accepting your gut feelings. That's what the solar plexus is really about. Trusting and accepting your gut feelings. Like I said, it's your 3rd chakra. You know, the solar plexus, the energy of it, it's concerned, like I say, with personal power. It's our sense of our place in the world, our confidence in ourselves and our self-esteem, basically are centered around the solar plexus chakra. You know, it's the seat of our will. It's our ability to stand by our convictions and carry out what we have willed and what's dependent on the energy of this chakra. So when you will things about self-confidence, and uplifting self and self-esteem. And when you feel good about yourself, not being conceited, but loving yourself. Conceit's a total different thing. And people oftentimes confuse your confidence, your self-confidence with conceit. That's because they're less evolved. You know, when your solar plexus is out of balance, we're really, really overly sensitive to the reactions of other people. We feel the indifferences or the coolness as a rejection, and anything less than totally positive feedback as a criticism of ourselves. So when your chakra's out of alignment, people could be giving you just an opinion, or you may ask for someone's thought, but you take it a different way. You take it as a rejection, you know? And you don't take it as positive feedback. You take it as just plain criticism. You know, our inner critic may also be operating at a level where we have little confidence in our capabilities, our worthiness, or our chances of being loved. But the cool part about it is, when your solar plexus is in balance, you're able to accept the responsibilities that are truly yours and be confident in your actions and abilities. You're able to decide how you wish to act and then maintain your chosen courses of actions. You'll be able to function without the approval of anyone around you. The courage and strength to be who you are without outside approval. That's the sign of healthy self-esteem. That, my people, is that solar plexus chakra. The solar plexus chakra is represented by a lotus with 10 petals on it. And like I say, that color is yellow. You know, we usually associate that yellow with the sun. You know, that's one of the greatest things that I can think of about your solar plexus chakra. And what I mean by that is this. The sun gives you life. Me, I'm a sun being. I have to be outside in that sun. And when I'm out there in that sun, that grounds me even more. When my feet are in the ground, I'm grounding my root chakra. When I put my bare feet in the sand, like I told you before, or in the grass. But when I'm out there bathing in the sun, my solar plexus are activating. You know, my solar plexus are helping me with my self-worth and my self-esteem. You know, one of the mantras that I love to use when I'm working on my solar plexus is one about self-worth and self-esteem. And it says, I honor myself by doing things that please me, not only those that please others. I am empowered as I release the need to live up to other people's unrealistic expectations of me. When I respect and approve of myself, others will naturally do the same. I teach others how to treat and respect me by how I treat and respect myself. I know I am worthy of love and respect. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. Now, some of y'all have been listening. Remember I did a podcast on boundaries? That it's okay to have boundaries? You have to have boundaries. The boundaries I create with others acknowledge my self-worth. That is your solar plexus, acknowledging your self-worth. You know, if you don't acknowledge your self-worth, you'll continue to have people around you that are negative and toxic. People, places, and things. You know, and it's okay to remove negative and toxic people, places, and things out of your space, out of your life, and out of your vibration. Now listen closely, y'all. I don't care if it's family, friends, co-worker, children's, brothers, sisters, mamas, daddies, whoever. You have the right not to have that toxic energy around you. You have that right. And you have to understand, you have to have patience with yourself and be mindful of the company that you keep. It's about respecting yourself and respecting your boundaries. That's what the solar plexus is all about, my people. Respecting yourself and respecting your boundaries. You know, the solar plexus as relating to the world around us, our sense of personal power or having choice in our actions without the need to feel power over another person. I'm going to say that again. When you're in your solar plexus chakra and it's balanced, you have a sense of personal power or having a choice in your own actions, your choice, without the need to feel power over another person. You ain't worried about what other people do. You know, all of that comes as our third chakra is opened and imbalanced. With the awakening of this chakra comes the realization that we have the power over our lives. You know, although we can't control every event that happens in our lives, we can shape our futures and our directions in our lives by accepting this responsibility and consistently and consciously directing our actions. You know, balance of that third chakra means that we neither seek to overpower other people, nor do we allow other people to overpower us or disempower us. We're able to step beyond the circumstances where we feel we have to be victims or become victims of other people's actions or events beyond or out of our control and change our perceptions of ourselves. You know, you got to step out of that. You're not a victim of other people's actions. You know, from a revolutionary perspective of it all, and an evolutionary perspective of it all, the world is still in the third chakra. And what I mean by that is this. You know, the Industrial Revolution and subsequent, advances in technology have radically changed the lives of many people. Whether it's the internet, cell phones, artificial intelligence like Sophia. I need y'all to look up Sophia. Sophia is this full artificial intelligence nurse that they have created that they're going to start putting in hospitals. You're not going to have a real person who's going to be taking your vitals and things like that. She is a fully functional, artificial, intelligent being who looks like a human. So I want y'all to look up Sophia the robot, okay? But with the advancement of technology, it's allowed people to move to pursue more personal endeavors. With technology, people are really finding their self-worth. They're leaving jobs and they're understanding the freedom of choice, that you don't have to work a 9 to 5 every day. You can create your own, You have a freedom of choice. But unfortunately, conflicts and power struggles, between different communities and between different countries are still resolved through violence and war. The only thing that's constant in this life is change, And as you grow, change constantly happens. And everybody cannot and will not grow as you do. Your journey of growth is just that. It's your journey. So the solar plexus chakra aligns you with your self-love, your self-confidence, your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-discipline, your personal power, your inner harmony, and the oneness of unity with self, and your self-assuredness. It teaches you the only person that you can control is self. Another one of the mantras that I like to use when I'm working on the solar plexus. And I'm telling y'all this because I work on myself daily. And this is for the people who want to work on themselves and want to change themselves and want to reach that enlightenment. You're a star seed. You're a light worker. And you came here to do something. And I'm here to help you figure that out. So one of the mantras I do love is, I have the freedom to choose. So I choose wisely because my decisions have a great impact on how I see myself and how I feel about myself. I own, accept, and express my feelings unreservedly. And I do not try to escape them with my own mind games. I have free will to choose how I respond to any situation. I choose to respond with wisdom, clarity, and understanding. Remember how I'm always telling y'all, you got to learn to respond versus reaction, and sometimes the best response is nothing? You know, sometimes the best response is silence. We have to learn how to surrender to silence. Being one with one. You know, a lot of times people come in to sway your energy because just like you know you are a light worker or star seeds, there are entities out here who know that about you as well. Understand that. And they're here to stop you from knowing who you are and doing the job that you were sent here to do. You know, so you have to surrender to silence and be one with one. And the only thing you can control is your energy. And don't be afraid to put your boundaries up. That is your solar plexus chakra. Letting you know about the discipline of self, confidence in self, self-esteem, your self-love. And because you love yourself, it does not mean that you hate anyone else. Your solar plexus helps you to command your energy, realize the power of your thoughts, a new vision. And it helps you stop the resistance. When you stop the resistance of yourself, all things will flow to you because you are in alignment. You know, you stop the resistance because there's plenty of people out there who try to stop you from being who you are because they're not comfortable with themselves. So they try to shake up your energy. You know who I'm talking about. They're always starting drama or lying or backbiting or just plain old negativity. Let them go. You know, it's okay not to indulge in this energy. I don't care that y'all been friends since y'all were 2. I don't care that this is your twin brother or your twin sister. I don't care that this is your mama, your daddy, your grandma, your sister, your brother, your cousin, the love of your life. If their energy is not conducive to the plan, you have the right to set that boundary and let them go. You know, people become jealous of you and your gifts. So protect yourself by aligning yourself. So let go and release and apologize to yourself and then forgive yourself. Then you can forgive others. The solar plexus definitely helps you take accountability for yourself and your actions. You can't blame nobody for your actions. You know, I know a lot of people. I got family members who call me to this day. Some of them get angry with me because I've been telling you the same thing for 30 years. And why is it always me? Because you won't change your direction. Let them go. And I'm not saying be mean or nasty about it or anything. Let them go. Speak truth to them and let them go. Because you're using your energy up. They're being energy vampires. And the solar plexus definitely stops you from being a willing victim to energy vampires because you love so hard. You know, self-awareness and self-control, a new level of awareness, you know, clearing out the clutter within yourself, being in a healthy space of boundaries. The solar plexus definitely helps you break the lower vibrations and energies and the old manipulators in your life. And those old manipulators in your life, they don't know and won't know how to come at you now because you're different. What do I mean by that? I'm not the same person that I was in college. And I have friends who try to play me like I was like they tried to play me when I was 20 years old and naive and, green straight from Flint, Michigan, going to college in Houston, Texas, and, never seeing certain things and never being around certain things. And, my friends was my friends. We shared shit and this and that. And I got friends to this day that I can count on my hand, but I got also friends to this day that I love you from a distance. I don't hate you. I'll never hate you. I don't hate anybody or anything. There's some actions that I dislike, but I don't hate any person or wish any harm on any person. I just want to give love. And if you can't accept love and honesty and higher vibrations, then I'm not going to be around you. And because I love myself and I have self-awareness and I know my worth and I have self-control, I'm not going to be around your energy. I'm different. And those people who are old manipulators in your life, when you become different, they have no idea what to do because you're elevated from within. Your connection to the galactical spiritual planes is definitely increasing as you clear the baggage of self-sabotage you've learned from your childhood trauma. We all have childhood trauma, whether it's sexual, emotional, physical, verbal. We all got childhood trauma from somewhere. So if somebody told you was too fat, somebody told you stupid, somebody was sexually molesting you, if you had a parent who cussed you out every single day and told you wasn't shit, you ain't gonna be shit, I can't stand you. You ain't shit, you ain't nothing. And then we begin to take that on in that persona, and guess what? We don't know our self-worth. So the solar plexus, when that's in alignment, we take care of all of that. Your energy realm, it'll change. And more people will be attracted to your frequency. The downloads are coming extremely fast. And people will begin to see the beauty in your aura and believe that they've just met an angel on earth when your chakras are in alignment, especially when your solar plexus are in alignment. You can walk into a room and two things will happen. You can automatically walk into a room and say no words, and you will awaken budding light workers and budding star seeds. They would click on and they'll know, Or you'll walk into that room and all those demons won't be able to stand your presence. And they either got to get the hell away from you or get the hell away from you. But either or, your aura is so bright it blinds them and they can't take it. It's like a bad stomach ache and a toothache and a headache all at once when you are a divine being and your chakras are in alignment. And that's okay. That they feel that way because you're not here for them, but you are here for them. You're here to teach them something and show them something different. It's a beautiful thing, the solar plexus. And like I said, the energy realm will change and more people will be attracted to your frequency. Once again, you will not be who you once were. And the old energies can't stand in an elevated presence. Be fearless and not afraid to stand alone with yourself. Solar plexus is about self, standing firm within self. It's your boundaries that you must understand, y'all. The solar plexus teaches you how to treat yourself. In turn, you teach others how to treat you. You hear me? The solar plexus teaches you how to treat yourself. And in turn, you teach others how to treat you. Once people violate your boundaries, cut their asses off. You cut them off and be firm and don't let them back in your energy. Never turn on yourself and your boundaries. If you do, you're disrespecting yourself and your boundaries, y'all. Once you know the truth about a person, let those old energies go. They're outside of you, and the solar plexus is about loving within, growth. And old people and energies are not happy for you at all. If it's not what they want, they're not happy for you. That's why it's so important not to let these people come back into your life and realm. The self-worth, the self-love of your solar plexus chakra, guys. Don't let them back in, but forgive them. Forgive them. You know, most of y'all have watched Tyler Perry's Medea, and Medea always saying, forgiving ain't about them. Forgiving is about you. Once you forgive them, then you can move on, and that's honestly true, y'all. Forgive them. But forgiving them doesn't mean let them back in to try to destroy what you're building or try to destroy you. Forgiving them means I have no hard feelings. I understand the truth about you. I understand you're not on my side. And peace be unto you, brother, sister, dog, cat. That's what that means, forgiving them and wishing them no harm, wishing them peace. You know, wishing them peace. Alignment of the solar plexus. It'll bring in the like-minded energies and entities, those who want to uplift you and not tear you down and not use you for their own personal wickedness and own personal gain and their own personal jealousy, helping you level up. The awakening is amazing, y'all. Stand your ground in your life. Stand your ground in your life. You know, focus on the balance. Focus on the balance. You know? With the sacral chakra, the solar plexus. The sacral chakra must be, that was the one we just did. I love the sacral chakra, but with the solar plexus, what we're talking about each day. It's all about treating yourself with respect, love, and compassion. You deserve, and you should be open to the very best life, joy, happiness, love, and prosperity. You should choose today and every day how you will think and how you will believe. That's your choice. The solar plexus is about your personal power. I choose to be myself and to express my truth. I have a positive influence on the people and the situations around me. I allow my integrity and confidence to shine, which instills more confidence and belief in myself and then encourages others to have natural confidence in me. I do not allow my personal power to become egotistical, manipulative, or exploitive. That's what we must understand, guys, about the sacral. I keep saying sacral. The solar plexus. That sacral must be. I must need to go back and work on my sacral chakra today. But the solar plexus definitely is where we are, because it's about the self-love, oneness and unity, self-confidence, inner harmony. I trust my innate wisdom and respond accordingly. It's about trusting yourself. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. Your gut. That's what I was trying to say earlier, y'all. I don't know why it wouldn't come to me. Your gut is where your solar plexus is. I do not allow my mind to create doubt or to override my strong gut feelings. Your gut will tell you about these no good ass people, y'all. These punk ass busters who trying to bring you down. Your solar plexus in alignment will definitely let your gut be activated, and trust your gut. Because when you don't trust your gut, things never work out. I accept and express my feelings while accepting the feelings of others. I am at peace with myself and those around me, and I do not harbor unrealistic expectations of myself or others. I release the need to control others. Yes, my personal power is free from ego. and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. Bing. Let me stop right there. My personal power is free of ego and from any desire to manipulate or exploit situations or people. The foundation of my thoughts and actions is trust in myself. Let me tell y'all something. I gotta stop right here. People who manipulate people, exploit situations or other people, those are the demons that your solar plexus alignment will let you know is around you. Okay? So I need y'all to understand the solar plexus is about self-love. The solar plexus is about loving yourself. It's about oneness, inner harmony, self-confidence, self-awareness. It's about you. Self-discipline. When you focus on self, it's okay. And when people tell you, you focus on yourself too much, get them away from you. Get those people away from you. Get them away from you. All right? Let's work on those solar plexus. I need y'all to look this up. Everything I'm telling y'all and teaching you, look it up. Last thing, your crystal for your solar plexus, I'm only going to give you one. I gave y'all too much the other day. Because some people, you just take my word for it. I don't want you to take my word for anything. I want y'all to think I'm the craziest ass motherfucker on this planet. I want you to go do your own research. I got to get y'all out of this habit of just believing anything that anyone says because they have a platform. There's plenty of people who have platforms that lie every day. We watched it for the last 2 years. It became apparent. So, your crystal is a citrine. Look up the citrine. C-I-T-R-I-N-E. That's your crystal, and yes, I have one. Look up the citrine. Learn about the citrine. Okay? I love y'all so much. I want y'all to understand who you are. I want you all to get to the point that you awaken that Kundalini energy force. The Kundalini energy, remember I told you, the goddess Kundalini, the great mother deity. The Kundalini, guys, first, it's about making peace with your divine feminine energy. Then you have to clear and make peace with your divine masculine energy. Your Kundalini energy will never rise if you do not uplift the divine feminine first. That's what's wrong with this world. You think I'm lying? Study it for yourself. It's about the matriarch, not the patriarchal society. Y'all better wake up. You better wake up and understand it's an honor and a privilege to be i.e. woman. But it's also an honor and a privilege, no matter if you're woman or man, if you have tapped into your divine feminine energy within inside yourself and your divine masculine energy within inside yourself, which is the opening of your Kundalini energy, your inner fire that's triggered by your chakras being in alignment, okay? All right, y'all. Well, that's all I got for y'all today. I love y'all so very much. Once again, it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you all, spreading some light, some knowledge, and some upliftment. And I hope and I pray that I have touched your spirit. I have touched your soul. I have uplifted you. And if you were having a bad day, I hope your day has become better because you heard my voice, because you heard the words coming through me. And I'm so honored and grateful that the universe allows me to be a vessel. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you all. Guys, have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll talk to you next time. Peace.